Welcome to the Mom Diary Show. The Mom Diary Show, as you all know, is a show designed to educate us on the journey of motherhood, the various stages of motherhood. The challenges, struggles, and the legal rights of mothers aren't left out. On today's episode of Mom Diaries, we are talking about first aid in the home of mothers. The first aid mothers are supposed to have. One may ask, what is a first aid? You will definitely know all this by the end of the show. I'm Rutfoa, your host, and stay tuned. We'll be right back. So as I said from the beginning, today we are talking about first aid. And to educate us or to take us through this, we have a lovely guest here. He's in the person of Mr. Parkour, a pharmacist at
Lasky Pharmacy.
Lasky, forgive me for the name. Lasky Pharmacy.
Lasky Pharmacy.
Pharmacy located at Dansuman, Kofiniama. So, you're welcome to Mom Diary Show.
Thank you.
Okay. So, one may ask, what is first aid?
Thank you very much. First aid is simple. As the name suggests, first aid. Is the first and foremost assistance that we give to any person who is injured.
Okay.
Yeah, we do this to prevent the condition from worsening. We do this to help bring down the person's condition before, if we have to send the person to any nearby clinic. Yeah.
All right. So it means it's the first thing, if one is injured, it's the first thing that it will be given to that person.
Yes.
Okay. So, most of us go to the pharmacy shop. Once there is an injury at home, most mothers, we go to the pharmacy shop to get drugs for them. But today we want you to take us through the things, the kind of medicines or the first aid that we need at home. The things that make up a first aid.
Oh, okay. There are animals, plenty of them, but in the house settings, it is very advisable to give medications for topical medication. You don't give something orally if you are not very sure of what you are going to give.
All right.
Yes, but for the topical, let's say when you have a minor cut or burns and you want to give it a treatment at home, the most important thing you need is to get your something like methylated spirit, a cotton or swab or a gauze bandage that you can dip into the spirit, then use it to wipe the surface of the sore.
Okay.
Yes, then something like Janssen violet, then you apply on it, if only the cut or the bruise is not very deep. Yeah. And also we can get something like dress ointment or dress powder. You dress it. Those are a medication that you can get them from the pharmacy shops. You dress the wound, you apply those medications on them, you plaster it very well to avoid infections.
So if I may understand you very well, meaning the first aid that we are supposed to have at home are just for minor injuries, not for like the one we take orally, but just to apply on the skin.
That is it. Most importantly, when it is for topical purposes, it is very good because there are some medications that the person may be reacting to.
Okay.
You don't know. So for you may think you are giving a first aid, but you are killing somebody's.
The person rather.
Yeah. But something like common headaches, minor aches and pains. Yeah. If you have something like paracetamol, which is the commonest medicine you have in the house, but it is commonest too, but it has the serious side effect.
Really?
Yes, but people don't know.
Because we don't know anything about this stuff.
That is it.
We just take it. Once Adra took it and she was okay.
That is
Akose
it.
also would want to take it.
That is the problem. Many people don't know, but paracetamol has the grievous side effects. But it is the commonest medication that we can get it over the counter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes the person may be experiencing headache, but it is not a headache. It is something that is worrying the person. Yeah.
Okay.
But the headache is what will let you know that this person is going through certain problems.
Yeah.
Until you send the person to the hospital.
It's true. Yeah.
You see, until you send the person to the hospital before you see that this is what is happening. Wow. Sometimes even when the person's hypertension is very high, you can have headache.
Severe headache.
Yes. So you may think, oh, let me take some paracetamol.
Hey.
But your pressure is going up and you don't know.
Okay.
So until you go to the hospital, they check your BP and other vitals before they see that, hey, it is the pressure that is going up. That is why the headache is
also going up. Oh, okay. All right. As you hear, please, the first aid we're talking about, it's not for oral medications. Don't just sit in the house and be taking oral drugs. Please, for that one, take the prescribed ones, the one prescribed by the doctors. Go to the hospital for them to prescribe a drug for you before you take. But when it comes to minor injuries at home, that is what we're talking about, the first aid you need at home.
Yes, and also, is it the oral medications? Yes, you can get some home, something like trisilicate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we have?
It's like this. People call it G.
Okay.
People call it G. There are oral medications for first aid.
Okay.
But unless you are sure of yourself, unless you are sure that you know the kind of medication that you are giving,
okay,
I won't advise anybody to give oral medication for first aid until you, the person administering it, is very sure of what you are giving.
Right.
Yes, something like common stomach upset. The person eats, the person is too full, and because of that, the person is having some minor aches and pains. Or the person is having something like hyperacidity, heartburns because of the spices in the food. Yeah, there are medications that you can buy them over the counter, or you can have them in your house. Something like trisilicate. Yeah, trisilicate is a minor medication that you can have it in your homes. I don't want to mention other medications because it's like I'm doing advert for somebody.
That is true. That is true.
So at least if you have trisilicate for yourself in the house, these conditions that I mentioned, you can just administer for yourself or for any person. But if you are not very sure of yourself, it will be advisable you speak to the specialist, you speak to somebody who is or who knows about medications. It is very important. We have several first aid materials that one may need them in the first aid kit. Okay. Assuming there is a minor cut, we need to put some gauze and bandages and maybe plaster the place and put bandage on it. We need something like scissors.
Okay, scissors.
Scissors. It's the commonest thing that one should have it in your house.
Is it a normal scissors, or if I go to the hospital, I just get a scissors?
At least scissors.
Any scissors at all?
Yes, any scissors so far as you can handle it. Yes. Okay. There are other scissors that the hospitals use, but in the house, you don't need those ones.
Okay.
You don't need those ones because those scissors, they use them because of the kind of things that they are doing. But they have something like gauze bandage. This is gauze bandage. Yes, it's called gauze bandage. This gauze bandage, you should have it in your first aid kit. And cotton.
Like asawa.
That is it. Or the guys will call it odonti. You have it in your first aid kit. Now, the cotton and the gauze, you can use the gauze you dip the gauze into the methylated spirit. The methylated spirit is also another thing that you should have it in your first aid box, and the junction violet, we call it GV paint, also in your first aid kit.
Junction violet.
Yes. You dip the cotton into the junction violet or the spirit, the methylated spirit, and you wipe the surface of the wound or the bruise, where the bruises is. You wipe it. If it is just a minor bruise, then the same cotton, you can dip some into the into the junction violet, then you apply it on the surface of the wound. But where it is a deep cut wound, that's when I would advise that don't try to give a treatment. You can just use the gauze bandage to tie the place where the cut is. It's very important. You just tie the place where the cut is. Then you send the person to the hospital.
All right. Okay.
Yes, you leave it for the specialists there to continue their work. Yes, and because we are doing dressing in the house for an injured person, you need to wear something like gauze, gloves.
Okay.
Yeah, you need the gloves. Also, you put on the gloves. Also, we do this one to avoid infections. When you, after the dressing, you find a safe place and you dump that. You cannot just place it anywhere. Find a bin, you put it in there. Now we have plasters. This is the plaster. After you've dressed the wound, you can just put plaster to cover it. This one we do it to prevent dirt and other things from entering the wound.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, to keep the wound very fresh. When the wound is very fresh, it doesn't take a long time for the healing to take place.
All right.
Yes, I think these are some of the minor things that one is supposed to get in the first aid kit. Yeah, even though there are many more, but for the lay person, you don't need to get plenty. Just the commonest ones that you can easily get them over the counter and place them in your first aid kit.
You can easily get them over the counter and place them in your first aid board. As you know, it's the Mom Diary Show. We are talking about first aid. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share our videos. Please, and also send in your comments. Your comments are very important to us. Send in your comments so we know you are still interested in our show. So, Mr. Parker, if someone wants to get this first aid,
yes,
but the person just go to the pharmacy shop and just say, I want first aid items, or you go and mention them. I want gloves, I want cotton, I want to mention them one.
Well, you can do it like that. But in a safe manner.
Right.
You immediately enter the pharmacy shop. Just let the pharmacist or the attendant know that you want to prepare a first aid box.
Okay.
I want to prepare a first aid box. Can you please assist me in doing it?
All right.
You see, so in this manner, we will tell you that in your first aid kit, you need something like this, something like that. Okay. If you don't do it like that, you are going to buy some things that you don't need. Yes, you don't even need.
Okay.
And when you are stocking your first aid kit also, don't forget about expiry.
Okay. Yes. Expiring dates.
Yes.
It's really important.
The drugs expire. When they expire, you have to dispose them of. There is a better way of disposing them of. You cannot take it and place it somewhere. No, you can even bring them to the pharmacy shop.
Okay.
Yes, you bring them to the pharmacy shop. When we bring them, we know how to go about those things.
You know, our mothers, when they buy gloves, that's on you to wear. Only the one is what on the name. So you also use to say, I feel crowd obey you so also check the essence of to actually. So this is really important. In fact, there are expiring dates on all these items here, all these drugs here, all these first aid items here. So when you buy them, please check the expiring dates.
Very, very important.
They are very, very important.
And let me add something about the gloves.
Yes.
You see, these gloves, you can't just use the gloves right now and you use on another person. You put it down, then you use on another person. No. It is disposable gloves.
So once I use on you, I have to throw it away.
That is it. You don't have to use it on Kwame.
Economics.
No.
As you know, economics I am management.
But that is it. It is very dangerous. When you use it on Kofi, you dispose it off. When you are coming to attend to Kwame,
you dispose it off.
After Kwame's attention, you dispose it.
Okay.
You wear a new one for another person.
All right.
You don't use the same gloves, no, because you don't know what is on Kwame. Okay. Immediately you use Kwame's own for Kwesi, you are transmitting something from Kwame
to Kwesi. Yeah. It's true. Yeah, so my mama you know some economists, but we yes, when you use the gloves at home, please use it on just one person.
That is it.
And dispose it and use it. Take another one for another person. Don't be doing the management. The say I'm per management near economists here. Yeah, aware. Best economists here, mothers. We are aware. So, but this one, please, we are begging you. Please take note of this for us. Mr. Parker.
Yes.
So, like you've explained what we need for the first aid, but a mother at home. No, first aid crib only be. But why must she get a first aid at home? Why? Why is it important to get a first aid at home?
It is very important. The whole thing is, when you have children, immediately you are a mother. Then it is very important because children running head-to-scatter, playing football, you know, it is the tendency of the children falling.
Yeah.
They will go, they will come. Children biting themselves.
Yes.
You see, immediately the child falls down and there are bruises. As a mother, you have to take care of it. Yes, you have to take care of the bruises, because if you don't give good attention to it, it will become infected.
All right.
When it is infected, it is going to bring another thing.
Okay.
Something that you could have used, something like 10 cedis to cater for it, you are going to spend more than that to cater for it. So assuming your child comes home, mommy, I was running and I fell down, some bruises there. Oh, just come, you just dip a cotton into the spirit, you wipe the place to avoid infection. If you have dancing violet, the GV paint, you can just apply some on it. Yeah. Even this, you can also get something like Dress. This one I'm mentioning the name of a drug, Dress solution, or the Dress ointment. Solution or Dress ointment. When you go to the pharmacy shop and you ask them, they will give it to you. Dress solution or Dress ointment. If you have the Dress solution, that one too, you can just use the cotton, dip the cotton into the solution, you wipe the surface of the wound. Okay. Then apply small of the ointment on it. To easily take care of the condition, to prevent infection. The bruises will also go very fast.
Okay. All right. Let me say thank you to my sponsors. I would say thank you to Nellis World for another beautiful outfit from their collection. And also thank you to Bamic Media for all my graphics works. If you want a logo, anything concerning graphic works, just contact Bamic Media on 0541 578118. 0541 578118. And you can also get them on all the social media handles. In fact, everyone on social media, they are there. Just type Bamic Media and you get them. And Nellis World too, they are all over social media too. Please, as I always say, like my videos, subscribe to my channel, share the videos. This is an important education, please, an important show. It's educated. You wouldn't even get any first aid education anywhere apart from Mom Diaries. So please share the videos out. Please share the videos out. So Mr. Parker, please, your last words.
Oh yes. It's very important to take care of yourself and the people around you. First aid is very critical. It is very important. There are several conditions at the hospitals that if one has a first aid kit, it would have ended up like that. For ourselves, for everybody, we pray that you have a first aid kit in your house to prevent other worsening conditions. Thank you very much.
Thank you too. So thank you so much for coming to Mom Diaries. Thank you so much for having us in your premises. We are at your, I don't really know.
Pharmacy.
Lasky Pharmacy at Dansuman Kofi Niaman. That's where we are today. That is where Mom Diary show is hosted today. So when you need their assistance, you just come all the way to Dansuman, or they can contact you.
They can contact me on 0243 658584. 0243 658584.
All right. So, as you know, I am Fowa and I was your host. Please, mothers, as I always say, take good care of yourself, for you are the greatest treasure we've ever had on earth. Motherhood is the greatest experience with joy. I'm Fowa, and till we meet again same time next week, stay blessed and take care of yourself. Bye.